Calling out low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a
Usyk.
good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's on
gonna
the
win.
belt.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, bud. A salute, Don Usyk, the great Usyk.
Boxing legends believe Oleksandr Usyk may never lose thanks to his unmatched skill and intelligence in the ring. Anthony Joshua explained that Usyk doesn't rely on raw power to win. Instead, he uses elite technique, footwork, and perfect timing. His ability to outthink and outmaneuver his opponents makes him a puzzle no one can solve. That's why champions and legends alike agree. Usyk's dominance is rooted in pure boxing mastery, not brute force.
On Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk, realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Terence Crawford has made no secret of his admiration for Oleksandr Usyk. In every major heavyweight matchup, Crawford has consistently picked Usyk to win, no matter who the opponent is. Ahead of Usyk's clash with Tyson Fury, Crawford clearly explained why. Usyk's footwork, timing, and combination punching are too complex for heavyweights to handle. Even the biggest and most powerful fighters struggle against the movement-based style Usyk brings to the ring. Crawford believed skill would always beat size, and his prediction proved correct when Usyk convincingly defeated Fury.
Undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk, hands down.
What? But you seen the first fight, though, what they had,
Usyk.
right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a
And
low
did you-
blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow was
If that
so
blow
strong.
landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that as a, you would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. But that wasn't
It
a,
wasn't low.
no, I'm not mad at the ref for calling out low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a
Usyk.
good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
Truthfully, no.
I picked them both times. Stop
No, the
playing
first
with me.
time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was gonna give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people that's as elusive.
Lennox Lewis, a former undisputed heavyweight champion, has praised Usyk's technical brilliance and ring IQ. Lewis even suggested that Usyk's talents would have held up during the golden era of heavyweight boxing against legends like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. That kind of praise carries serious weight coming from someone who reigned during one of the most competitive eras in boxing. Lewis emphasized that Usyk's adaptability and intelligence would have made him a dangerous opponent in any era.
How do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. Very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because, you know, I throw a mean uppercut in there, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts, so he wouldn't have been able to stand up to my
Renowned trainer and boxing analyst Teddy Atlas gave Usyk the highest possible praise. He stated that no current fighter outshines Usyk, and he emphasized that Usyk's championship status is fully deserved. Atlas noted how Usyk's dominant presence in the ring had a psychological impact on Daniel Dubois during their fight. From the very first bell, Usyk radiated confidence and control, while Dubois looked hesitant and unsure. According to Atlas, it wasn't just Usyk's skills that overwhelmed Dubois, it was also his aura.
Nobody. He's staring and doing this stare the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down. And who breaks it off first? Wow, okay. But it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is Usyk. He's the champ. He's confident. He's got his hands up. He's standing there to the crowd. You know, he's doing this, and you can see Dubois like the he's like the kid at the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing, and he's trying to find his way back. He's trying to find his way back into the games. He's trying to, you know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kid, the awkward kid, and he's trying to get back, and he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here where the kids are? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost, and you could see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like looking at Usyk. He don't know, should I start a confrontation with him? Should I pick up? Should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they looking for the southpaw killer, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That wasn't the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hands, where you're reaching with right hands. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little feint. Make him make his move back. Make the counter punchers show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his...
Boxing analysts are now openly calling Usyk one of the greatest to ever do it. After conquering the cruiserweight division and becoming undisputed, Usyk moved up to heavyweight and defeated top-tier names Joshua, Dubois, and Fury. What's even more remarkable is that at 38 years old, Usyk shows no signs of slowing down. His performances defy both age and expectation. More and more experts now admit that no current fighter has the tools to beat him. Watching Usyk today is watching greatness in real time.
At heavyweight, he's now beaten Joshua twice, he's beaten Fury twice, he's beaten Dubois twice. He's cleared out cruiserweight, he's cleared out heavyweight. He's undisputed for the second time. Every accolade you could possibly do, and he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlative. We're running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury has some success, moments where Joshua has success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight coming off of the win over Joshua, and he knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to the one word that I used, and I went like slightly viral for this last year after the Tyson Fury, I think maybe the first fight. I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win and just separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30
jab.
seconds, maybe?
No, the whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot, but like the whole first round, Dubois actually looked really good. He backed Usyk up into the corners. He kept him along the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. If you go back and watch the first round, I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots as over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. I was like, whoa. I'm like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position and coming over the top.
Many in the boxing world believe Usyk has already solidified his legacy. His accomplishments at cruiserweight alone, becoming undisputed and winning the Muhammad Ali Trophy, would place him among the sport's all-time elite. But his successful transition to heavyweight has elevated him to a whole new level. Both fans and critics agree. Usyk has nothing left to prove. Every fight from here on is simply an addition to a career that's already legendary.
Oh, by the way, when I'm mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali Trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great, without even question, resume and legacy. So I think he needs to bow out. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves a rest. He's earned the rest. But we don't know necessarily what he's going to do next. I've said I think he should retire. But if he does carry on, what are we thinking? Who do we think he should fight next? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go up first. I might put this up first. I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still trying to peddle this narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times and he wants a trilogy fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights a Joseph Parker and Adja Kabayel and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. You've earned it. I won't gripe about that. 100%. I don't want to see him just jump the queue. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora, who technically, although I'm not even going to go there with Chisora, because is he IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, because these are the names he mentioned, with respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned a title shot. Out of those three names, he does. Because Joshua's coming off the back of a devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. It'll be over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury, back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. At least with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, and Otto Wallin. At least he's got some wins.
While Tyson Fury appears eager for a trilogy fight, most observers question whether it's even necessary. Usyk has already defeated Fury twice, proving his dominance. From a legacy perspective, there's little more to gain. Still, if Usyk chooses not to retire, a third fight might happen, driven by public demand or financial incentive. But right now, only Fury seems to believe he can change the outcome. The rest of the boxing world has accepted Usyk's superiority. What sets Usyk apart from nearly every other fighter is his brilliant ring IQ. He doesn't rely on knockouts or brute strength. Instead, he reads his opponents like a chess grandmaster, adjusting strategy round by round. His ability to control distance, pace, and angles makes him almost impossible to trap or outthink. Analysts often say, "You can't teach this kind of intelligence, it's instinctive." And that's exactly what makes Usyk a nightmare for anyone across any weight class.
He's matured, he's punching harder than he's ever punched. Seems to be a different guy. I mean, if you know Daniel Dubois, he's a really lovely fella, big smile on his face. Don't speak a lot, but he always shakes your hand and says hello, and a nice guy. But a powerhouse. He can knock buildings down him with his punches. But Usyk's so clever. Usyk's that clever. He's just so clever. You know, though when Tyson fought each other, that was a marriage of minds, wasn't it? That was a marriage of minds, and you know, and everybody thinks he's going to walk through him. Well, nobody's walked through him yet, have they? Have you seen anybody walk through Usyk? Because I haven't.
Vladimir Klitschko, a legendary heavyweight champion himself, once sparred with Usyk and came away deeply impressed by his technique. Klitschko emphasized that Usyk's success doesn't come from size or brute strength, but from years of disciplined training and refined skill. According to him, Usyk brings a rare technical brilliance to the heavyweight division. He combines the movement of a lightweight with the punching accuracy of a seasoned veteran, something virtually unseen in the modern heavyweight landscape.
I know what it feels like to stand in the ring and fight in a sparring session with Oleksandr. As I said, technical fighter, just absolutely technical fighter. And he has improved much more since we sparred. So he got even better.
If he wins on Saturday, would you like to see him retire then, go out on top?
That's his decision, whatever he want to do. I think everyone decides for himself when is the time to say goodbye.
You just have to ask as well, Vladimir, there's been a lot of talk that you've had a few conversations with Turki Al Sheikh, those here in Saudi Arabia, about returning yourself. Is that the case? Do we see you back in the ring maybe next year or something?
So 2025 is going to be very exciting. And you know, for this question, like, are you coming back?
Following his latest string of triumphs, many are now calling Usyk the greatest heavyweight of all time. His record, achievements, and dominance across two weight divisions make that claim more than just hype. Unlike many past champions who remained in one weight class, Usyk climbed the ladder and conquered two completely different divisions. In a sport where size is often the deciding factor, Usyk's ability to overcome physical disadvantages using pure skill sets him apart as a truly exceptional fighter.
So Oleksandr Usyk just stopped Daniel Dubois in the 5th round, bro. And honestly, at this point, it's almost, who can you compare it to Oleksandr Usyk, bro? Like, bro, somebody got to nerf this nigga, bro. He stopped everybody in his era, bro, with a big name. Besides Deontay Wilder, but I feel like we all know who we know. But beating people like Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, man, the list goes on, bro. And doing this coming from cruiserweight is actually insane, bro. Like, we actually got to start putting him in that conversation to go, because I really don't see nobody you could put ahead of him, honestly, in my humble opinion. I guess you could put Ali in front of him for what he did outside the ring, but inside the ring, bro, I don't see nobody matching the skills of Usyk, bro. He got the timing, his footwork is crazy, he got stamina, like, he got everything that you want, especially in the heavyweight. He got poise, even if he get rocked, like, he got a chin, like, the dude got the whole package, bro, so. Yeah, bro, somebody needs to nerf this nigga, man. Let me know what y'all think.
Usyk's greatness isn't just in the numbers, it's in who he's beaten. His back-to-back victories over Tyson Fury, widely considered one of the greatest heavyweights of this era, are especially significant. And these weren't fluke wins or controversial decisions. Usyk beat Fury with composure and class, putting on clinical performances that showcased his dominance. The ease with which he handled such elite opponents only strengthens his case as one of the all-time greats.
I'm not somebody to quickly put someone in the GOAT conversation, but Usyk is making a very, very good case. He's once again the undisputed heavyweight champion, which is an incredible accomplishment in its own right, but the guys he's beat are even more impressive. Tyson Fury looked unstoppable at one point. Usyk has beat him twice. Anthony Joshua was another guy who a lot of people expected to contend for that heavyweight title for a long time. Usyk has beat him twice. Then, of course, yesterday you had Daniel Dubois, a guy who some people thought could beat Usyk on the right day. Turns out the last 2 times he's gone against Usyk have not been the right day. Usyk has beat him. Most recently yesterday, where he beat him again in a knockout. He's undefeated. He's got a 62.5% KO rate. He is literally the undisputed heavyweight champion, #1 in the world. Not much else you can say, man. Usyk is absolutely ridiculous. He's the greatest fighter on the planet, and I don't really think there can be any debates on it at this point. There is not a heavyweight that can touch him. Granted, he is older. I think he's like 36 to 38, so he's actually aging a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts him. But for right now, man, Usyk is the guy. Again, I'm not someone who usually wants to put people in GOAT conversations this early. But look, it's about time to have some uncomfortable discussions about Usyk and your favorite boxer.
Tony Bellew, who once faced Usyk in a ring, gave a brutally honest account of the experience. According to Bellew, Usyk's relentless pace and technical pressure completely drained him. Bellew said he gave everything he had for 6 rounds, but by the 7th he was mentally and physically broken. That's Usyk's signature, a calculated dismantling. He doesn't rush, he breaks his opponents down piece by piece until they have nothing left. His win over Daniel Dubois wasn't just another victory, it was a statement. With precision, patience, and complete control, Usyk proved once again why many consider him the greatest of this generation. In fact, serious conversations have now begun about placing him among the best of all time. One of the most talked about aspects of the Dubois fight was how effortless Usyk made it look. What was expected to be a tough challenge turned into a showcase of skill. Usyk ended the fight in the 5th round with such ease that fans and commentators were left stunned. The gap in class was so wide, it almost seemed unfair.
First of all, I think Usyk has eclipsed Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder of this generation. He's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this generation. He's not afraid to face anybody, you understand? He defeated Anthony Joshua twice. He defeated Tyson Fury twice. He will knock out Deontay Wilder. So he's the greatest boxer. He's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this generation. So he defeated Daniel Dubois via knockout to become the undisputed heavyweight champion again. In the build-up to the game, he went and lose a lot of weight. And his style is southpaw, lefty. So he give you one, So he's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this particular generation. Like, he's just too good.